tonight, and it's the collapse of the Lib Dems and the surge of the SNP in Scotland.
Well, we certainly will have plenty of time to turn it all over as David Cameron may be on his way back to Downing Street. It is coming up to 6 in the morning at the end of what has been a quite extraordinary night. We've seen a Labour wipeout in Scotland and an SNP landslide. The Liberal Democrats have suffered huge losses across the country. Some of the best-known names in politics have lost their seats and more are still at risk. At this point in the morning, the Conservatives are on course to be the largest party, possibly even close to a majority. How the story unfolds from here will undoubtedly consume us all for many hours to come. ITV's coverage of the general election will continue with our colleagues at Good Morning Britain. I'll be joining Susanna in the GMB studio as soon as I can get there. And Alistair Stewart will be back here at 9:25 with more results and analysis. Susanna, over to you in just a few moments' time.
Thanks, Tom, and thanks to our colleagues at STV as well. You join us as Britain wakes up to find out who will be getting the keys to number 10. Welcome to Good Morning Britain. Election 2015 and what's turning out to be one of the most dramatic election nights in a generation.
David Cameron is inching towards a possible second term as Prime Minister. Dozens of results are still to come in, but the Conservatives could gain a slim majority of 2.
It has been a disastrous night for Labour and Ed Miliband, particularly in Scotland, where the party has been almost wiped out by the SNP.
The Liberal Democrats are expecting to see their worst defeat in almost 3 decades, with Nick Clegg's future hanging in the balance.
And could we see Nigel Farage stepping down as leader of UKIP if he fails to become an MP? What does all this mean for our Parliament?
What deals are going to be made?
And what does it mean for you?
We've got everything you need to know.
Friday, 8th of May, live from ITV Studios. This is Good Morning Britain, Election 2015, with Ben Shephard and Susanna Reid.
Good morning, it is 6 o'clock.
What a night it's been so far, Susanna. Let's have a look at the picture as it stands. And you can see that those seats are changing all the time. Conservatives currently have 206, now ahead of Labour on 188.
Very, very difficult and disappointing night for the Liberal Democrats. You can see there 6 seats, 3 political leaders, futures perhaps
hanging in the balance.
This morning.
In the others as well, the DUP having a strong night, 8 seats so far. I wonder whether there could be some sort of deal to be done, if indeed the Conservatives need to make a deal at all.
It is a very different morning to what you might have expected when you went to bed last night. It looks like the polls have got it a little wrong. Dan Rivers has the latest on the election results so far.